succeeds. Welcome one and all to this round of 32 mixed doubles meeting in Doha at the Lusail Sports Arena and the World Table Tennis Championships of 2025. Fraser, what should we really be looking for in this contest as an early indicator of how it might play out?
Well, Ollie, we have 4 out-and-out attacking players at the table here. Both partnerships have the advantage of having a lefty and a righty at the table as well. So we're going to see fast and furious points. Players looking to attack at the first opportunity and keep their foot on the gas after doing so. We're going to see some lights-out table tennis in this one.
And in a contest that is one featuring the classical left-right combination, maybe let's take a moment just to dwell upon why it is that gives you such an advantage as long as it's used correctly in doubles play.
Yeah, I'll get to that after this point. It's an interesting question. To cut a long story short, in doubles, of course, you have to alternate. Players, for the most part, are looking to dominate, especially with the forehand. So you can get the forehands into play with a lefty-righty mix a little bit easier without having to move out the way for your partner to play their shot. Another advantage of it is that the left-hander player especially can return the serve with the backhand flick if the serve is a little bit lukewarm. Now, Lin Winru especially in this contest has the dominant backhand flick. The Chiquita is heavenly.
It's been something around which his game has been built upon and has become famous stroke notorious for over the years. So difficult it is to combat. How does one combat it?
You've got to try and serve with heavy, heavy backspin if you're going for a short one. Or you can serve long. You know, he's not going to flick a long serve. He's going to try and wait for that to attack. Unless, of course, the long serve has the surprise factor. You might be able to get a push out of Zheng Yijing and Lin Winru if you can go against the grain and really surprise them. That was a really, really quality topspin there off that half-long push. Greased the ball. But trying to counter a ball like that, your margin of error is close to 0. You have to time it to perfection because of the amount of rotation you're facing.
We've got such an experienced and interesting selection of athletes out there. We'll talk more about their individual and combined stories in a moment or two. We're engrossed in a very tight opening game in this best of 5. It's 6 apiece, nothing to separate them so far. No surprise really to that.
Yeah, quality partnerships here. Christina Kallberg, much improved, had a really, really good event recently in Tunis, beating Kanagoda, nearly taking out Miwa Haramoto. I'd say she's the most improved player at the table, relatively speaking. We know how good Karlsson is at doubles too.
World champion in 2021 with Matthias Falk. Team bronze medalist as well in 2018. Part of the team that took a silver medal at the Olympic Games in Paris. I'll carry on listing his accomplishments, but I might not get there by the time the match is done. But it's an interesting point you make about his partner, about Kallberg, because she made the quarter-final, as you said, in Tunis. That loss to Miwa Haramoto. Very strong display, going in the right direction. She also a 2-time Olympian. And then over the other side of the table, we've got Lin Winru. We have 10 years older at 33, Zheng Yijing. They're both connected by Fujian Catholic University, where they have studied. And they are more relevantly connected by their bronze medal won at the Olympic Games in Tokyo at the delayed 2020 Olympics.
That Olympics, Lin Minru reaching the semi-finals as well of the men's singles, nearly defeating Fan Zhendong, one of the best matches in Olympic history. Neck and neck here in the first game.
Oh, beautiful pace.
They're both trying to shut down the ability of their opponent to counter with heavy spin. Karlsson trying the backhand punch there.
How they took positional advantage there, the Swedes.
I love everything about the rally there. That fanning backhand from Karlsson into the crossover. Good composure from Kjellberg, and then the closure from Karlsson. Lovely point construction.
Huge point coming up. 9 apiece in the opener. Oh, it's a wonderful shot, and it's game point to the number 6 seeds.
Well, they call him K2, a mountainous man and someone with dismissive power. Killer instinct from Karlsson.
That's fabulous again. Game number 2.
It's worth mentioning as well, after just briefly seeing the world rankings there in mixed doubles, Wang Chuqin and Sun Ying Xia, who are the back-to-back world champions in mixed doubles, have dropped to number 8 in the world due to inactivity. We're going to see many, many twists and turns in this mixed doubles draw. The winners of this, by the way, will face Oh Jun-sung and Kim Na-young, all the Indians who are top 10 ranked, Manu Shah and Dia Chitale. Oh, strong play inside the table, doing well to recover that net cord and keep it tight enough. Strong start here from the Chinese Taipei duo. Tries to throw the racket at their Kjellberg. If that would have gone on, it wouldn't have counted anyway. The bat has to be in the hand when the shot's played for it to count.
Oh, my word.
That is unbelievable. Miscontacted. Zheng Yijing couldn't finish it. Karlsson with some unbelievable defense. Look at that for posture.
Great response from the duo from Chinese Taipei. An interesting variation of pace.
Nice chop there from Christian Karlsson, showing some of his flair, but nothing doing. It's a perfectly timed forehand flick from Zheng Yijing, right through the back of the ball. Recognised that there wasn't that much backspin on it. Right into that crossover section, the left pocket of Christian Karlsson. Suffocating the Swede for space.
Well, this is Fantastic change of the dynamic of the match. I don't think it's any surprise whatsoever to see Lin and Jung come flying back. Game's not done and dusted yet, though.
Karlsson there showing them how it's done with his forehand flick. Could the Swedes now get a bit of a streak? They'll be on receive. Wow, the touch from Karlsson was good, but the backhand of Stina was even better. The push came at her with some pace off the angle as well. That was instinctive. That was really impressive to play the short side from there.
Oh, incredible. Oh, what a point.
The social media team better save that one. That's got to be in the daily highlight reel. My goodness, the feeling, the flair, the ferocity. Hook shots out wide and the timing better than a Swiss watch from Stina Kallberg. Clipped the net on the way through, but who cares? That was unbelievable. There it is, that Chiquita flick. It requires such fine contact, and that's the difficult thing about it, really. Almost seems to have backspin on it. Basically no topspin. What a receive from Lin Winru.
Two points away from a reply. 2 points away from levelling the contest. Game point reached, and 4 of them.
Class play. It was difficult to read where Lin Winru was going to go there for the Swedes. Oh, finished in style there from Jung Yi-Jing.
And it may well be one that goes the distance. Let's find out what happens next.
Good shot selection from Karlsson there, just trying to absorb that shot. Really, really tough to counter with Lin Winru sizzling that spin up.
Well, this is a very interesting momentum shift. Only a couple of the last 8 points have gone the way of the Swedish partnership of Kallberg&Karlsson. But Fraser, one has the funny feeling that this won't be the last time we talk about a momentum shift in this match.
No, there'll be constant ebbs and flows in all the matches that you'll probably see today, no matter the difference in ability between the 2 or 4 players at the table. Oh, Karlsson. He went against the momentum of his own body weight to play that shot. That doesn't make sense. Look at that, he was moving towards the forehand. He managed to somehow stop himself from moving further to play that shot out of his pocket.
And it's not the first time we've seen that degree of agility from him. And it is no mere quirk, it is no act of fortune, that is a well-trained skill.
Yeah, it's a very, very well-trained skill. And that's something that, you know, multi-ball can really bring about. Getting thousands and thousands of hours of balls fired at you in an irregular pattern will help get you to a level where you can play upon instinct, enter the flow state, as we call it.
Well, there is a young player who has been entering something of the flow state in her career at large. Set herself beautifully to generate that angle on the forehand side. And now it's them back in some degree of control. Oh, no wonder Christina Kallberg reacts as she did.
Amazing feeling again from Karlsson. Kallberg maybe just lost a little bit of confidence with that backhand punch.
He's fantastic, isn't he? The veteran, the 33-year-old.
How many Europeans have won a world gold medal? Think about that. Think about that. UNESCO and Robles came close in 2019 in Budapest. Barely any have done what Karlsson, Falk, and in terms of singles, Falk and Moragard have done of late. The Swedes, despite not having the depth of Asian countries such as Korea, Japan and Chinese Taipei, are still able to repeat history. Still able to turn up at big events like the major WTTs and at the Worlds and the Olympics.
This is utterly unclear in every way, utterly unclear. In the most engrossing, the most enjoyable way. We have no idea who is going to take control of this match. We really do have some blockbuster doubles matches today on table number 1, and this is setting the tone beautifully.
It really is, Ollie. And tactically speaking, I feel as though the change to this shovel service has really helped Zheng Yijing and Lin Winru. It's stalled the Swedes and it's given them a little bit more time on their third ball. That was a really strong receive. Guarantees them at least a 2-point cushion in this key juncture of the match.
4 game points. Well, game number 4. This could be, suddenly, very quickly, the last game. The Swedes with ball in hand. Fraser, very interesting what Gavin was contemplating there, and it's exactly as you said at the start of the contest, how one deals with that mercurial, magical shot of his.
It's so elusive, it's so versatile. Oh! How cheeky was that from Jung Hee-jing?
That was unbelievable.
The table awareness there, immense.
How many times at these entire championships have we seen 2 players reduced to the station of spectators? All they could do was stand there and watch that. That was perfection.
Because of the combination in this particular game, Kallberg will only have to face the Lim Min-Ru flick if Karlsson touches the serve short. Jung Hee-jing hasn't been serving in a way that allows Karlsson to touch. It's been going long, and the Chinese Taipei duo have been stronger in the rally.
That is why we now have the timeout called.
Det måste komma undan så att han inte kan spela så bra. Man måste gå för det lite mer på något. Chansen lite mer. Ja, det är för klart. Tror du försöka?
The bronze medalists from the Olympic Games in Tokyo returning at the prestigious scene of the World Table Tennis Championships, back together for the big one and playing very, very well and getting a little fortune too, to the obvious disappointment of Christina Kjellberg. Both of these partnerships won their opening match in straight games. This is now really problematic territory for the Swedes. Very quickly, it's 5-love in what could be the terminal game.
Yeah, serving floaty there, Karlsson, to make it tricky for Lim Min-Ru to produce a lot of spin with that backhand flick that Gavin touched upon. Good choice there from Karlsson. But yeah, this is a mountainous task ahead.
And it seems that they know it too, just in the general demeanour of the Swedish pair. Another hand up in apology. Another moment of frustration for the Swedes. Just clips the edge and skims away.
Relentless here for Hee-jing and Min-Ru. Going for something different there. Stina with the strawberry flick to no effect.
Well, we saw him produce that sort of shot quite a few times in the opening game. Work there. That's really well played by Kjellberg.
7-3.
These now are as good as must-win points for the Swedes.
Play.
And that is a big point won by them. Coolly done under huge pressure.
A belter there to finish. It all stemmed from the forehand flick of Christian Karlsson. Good read off that top spinny shovel serve. You can see how clean Stina Kjellberg can really hit the ball when she's in position.
Let 7-4.
Sensibly done.
Seeing that Christian Karlsson was there ready, waiting to pounce with the backhand counter, Zhang Yijing played a more shallow topspin. That was key. Karlsson outstretched. He was waiting for something that never fully came through deep.
That from a 33-year-old who won a silver medal in mixed doubles at the World Championships back in 2017, who just has so much judgment and experience at the table. We saw it there. And it takes the partnership from Chinese Taipei a little closer to a big win.
Let 4-8.
Now only 2 further points required. To 6 match point opportunities. The reunion tour goes on
3 games to 1
for Zhang Yijing and Lin Wenru. It's been a while since we've seen them in action, but they're back at the big time, back at the World Championships, back winning matches. 9-11, 11-6, 11-6, 11-4. They take it over Kristina Kjellberg and Christian Karlsson of Sweden. The number 6 seeds have been beaten. This is a huge result, but it is also, at the same time, not a surprise result.